Love Dr. Philly is in the house, and today I'm deciding whether you guys are the love heart or the love hole. That sounds worse than usual. You know what I mean? I am gonna judge all things relationship, dating, situationship, cruise ship, and I dip my feet back into the murky depths of... So I'm sure we're gonna get some freaky stuff in the freaky font. Relationships are tricky, fickle beasts, and also this is people's real life emotional situations. So I'm gonna really try and understand your case and come at this with compassion. If you want to play along, judge at home as well. Okay, here we go. Am I the hole for dating a guy because he had an extremely comfy bed that I like to take naps in, and then breaking up with him when he moved apartments? Did a cat write this? Is this a submission of a cat? Yes! I would say using someone for their bed is a whole kind of move. Am I the hole by accidentally sending a text to my boyfriend while riding in the car with him that said, ugh, his music taste sucks, when I meant to send it to my best friend? No. He got the text, pulled his phone out of his pocket, looked at it, chuckled, showed it to me, but I could tell he was hurt. I felt horrible, but his music taste did suck. I'm no slight mild hole. I feel like you've always got a venting pass with your bestie, but you revealed your true colors in the form of text. We're also not together, Elamir. I wonder if it's because of that. I think I'd probably see the funny side in this situation. My advice would be to alternate songs on driving days. Jojo Siwa Mondays, Crazy Frog Tuesdays. Am I the hole for not telling my girlfriend I've secretly been running a business making porcelain frogs? How do you keep that secret? You're just hiding all these porcelain frogs under your bed. Quick, get them into a drawer. Get off that lily pad, Sarah. I haven't told her because she runs her own business selling crotcheted... Wait. I got this wrong once and everyone flamed me for weeks. Crocheted. There you go, you little knitting linguists. Crocheted. Crocheted clothing for pets. Lizards specifically. I need to see a crocheted lizard. Oh my god. I need a lizard just to dress it up in tiny clothes immediately. I feel like you're not going to stay anonymous with this one, mate. There can't be that many people with this dilemma. And my business has become more successful than hers. Ooh, I don't want it to become a competition. Help. So you didn't want to steal your girlfriend's crafty thunder. Understandable, to be honest, because if too much crafting happens, you can end up stood in a barn while Satan appears behind you. Is the whole thing. I'm not saying you're a hole, but you have dug yourself into a little bit of a hole by not telling him. I think you're gonna have to be honest and say, look, I've been seeing some froggies on the side. I didn't want to ruin your thing. Or, I did. Combine them and make little froggies with tiny woolen vests. That would be the best Etsy ever. There we go, I've solved it. 10% royalties for this dragon, please. Am I the hole for breaking up with my girlfriend and staying together with my boyfriends? Okay, we got a situation here. I was in a polycule with 3 other people and have since been dumped by the 3rd, okay, leaving me with only 1 boyfriend currently. Wait, who? Okay, wait, I need to follow this. I'm progressive and understanding of things. I broke up with my girlfriend because I realized that I couldn't love them the way they needed because I'm arrow ace. I offered to be friends with them, but they tried to turn everyone in the friend group against me and got dumped by the entire polycule not long after. I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening. I feel like your life must be very busy. I'm imagining this is all going on in one house, like The Sims. I don't think you're the whole. This person was talking horrible things about you afterwards, so you made a lucky escape, and you followed your heart and did what you felt was right. Good luck to you. And you, and you, and you. The whole Kuel gets a vibe. Would I be the hole if I played Danafil beats during sex? No, I would highly encourage it. Leave it streaming as well. Danafil beats is appropriate for all parts of life. It might be a quite melodic lo-fi session. I mean, it's quite calming. It's meant to chill you out rather than rev you up. But you do you. If you want to stream our album for any time of day, I'll put the Apple Music and Spotify in the description. I mean, it can improve your life in a number of ways. Speaking of self-improvement, I've been on a quest to get my scent of the summer, and what a perfect time, as today's video is sponsored by Scentbird. If you're indecisive like me, Scentbird's a great way to sample a load of sniffs without committing to a full bottle. It's available in the USA and Canada, and they've got loads to choose from on their website. They're a very handy size and quite satisfying to toot. This month I discovered the Red Panda scent, which if you didn't know, I've loved Red Pandas ever since my early YouTube days.
If anyone could get me one as a pet, I would appreciate it.
I don't think it smells like a red panda. It is inspired. Oh, it's bamboo and creamy sandalwood. I'll only take my sandalwood if it's creamy. Not only that, every bottle donates to a Red Panda charity. So I'm smelling nice and helping this little guy. Ooh, that's nice. That's not something I would normally wear. I can detect the black currants. It's like a very mystical Ribena. Also to give me the summer vibe, because I miss Australia, mate. I went for Sydney Rockpool. G'day. Oh, that's fresh. That's so nice. Ah. Or it's like being slapped in the face by a wave. That's gonna get me through the summer. Remind me of all my Bonza times in Koala Land. So I've got a very generous 55% off to give you on Scentbird. All you need to do is scan this QR code, click the link below, and use the code PHIL. That's an easy one. I feel like I've been upgraded. I'm just Phil now. Thanks, Scentbird. That is a little over $7 for your first try, so why not treat yourself? Give yourself a smelly hug in the form of one of these tubes. Am I the hole for convincing my girlfriend fate brought us together when in fact it did not? Ooh, this sounds like a juicy one. I only do this to get other people's tea. I'm such a nosy gossip sniffer. Right, my girlfriend and I have been together for nearly 17 years, and we first met each other in primary school. That's cute. Together on the swing set and then together in adult life. It's like Dab and Evan. Just please don't go in an onsen in Japan.
What are you doing?
We've always been close. It wasn't until we were 13 that we decided to get together. Now here comes the fate bit. We always joke that we knew each other in a past life and that fate brought us together. And while I've always been apprehensive about it, my girlfriend was very for it. So I decided stupidly to make her believe so. What? What did you do? I was going through an old photo album and I spotted a photo taken long before we met. What is this? Where I was on a slide in a park that used to be close to where I live. Now, I'd like to add to this story that with my job, I do a lot of photoshopping. Oh no, you put child you in the park. So I decided to use my Photoshop powers and edit a photo I had of my girlfriend when she was the same age as me in the photo and edit her in the background. And when I showed her this, it ramped up her fated lovers theory. And while I was happy to see her happy, I kind of felt bad about it all, seeing as the photo was edited and I lied to her. Oh, right. Okay, I see why you'd feel bad. I think you're a hole, but with good intentions. I think given the fact this wasn't a manipulative tactic, like you were already in love, you kind of just did something to make your girlfriend happy. I'm not really concerned about it in that way, but it is a slightly strange lie, which is the holiness of it all. If the guilt is eating you up, I think I'd probably tell them just so you feel better. And you can be like, I did this because I love you and I've been thinking about it and now I feel bad. I just wanted us to have the fate thing that you dreamed of. And they're probably going to be sad, but get it. You just gotta feel this one out in your heart and do what you think is right. Am I the hole for not wanting to meet my now ex-boyfriend's friends for the first time in a hot tub? I like how that's in capital letters. That's weird. I'm already feeling like that's weird. My boyfriend at the time lived in an apartment complex where a load of students from our uni live that has hot tubs for residents. One day, he and his friends, whom I hadn't met yet, were all getting together to go hang out in a hot tub. He told me he wanted me to meet his friends and invited me to go hot tubbing with them. Is going hot tubbing a thing as an activity? I told him for the first meeting that made me uncomfortable because it's awkward, so no. But if they were hanging out afterwards, I'd come meet them. At the time, he said that was fine. But 3 months later, he threw it back in my face and told me I should have made the sacrifice. What, the sacrifice for the hot tub? Sacrifice yourself to the bubbling human soup pool. I should have made myself uncomfortable and that it was selfish and I didn't want to meet his friends. You are not the hole. It's awkward to meet someone for the first time and be brushing raw knees against each other in the bubbles. It's like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Sorry my elbow touched your boob. I'm with you. If I'm meeting someone for the first time, I don't think I want it to be in a bubbly, naked scenario. If your boyfriend is the hole, show him this. Phil says you're a hole. 1 month with no bubbles for you, Jonathan. Am I the hole for getting mad at my boyfriend for finishing a TV show without me? What? How could you do that? What was he thinking? That is a cardinal sin. I mean, what was the show? Was it worth it? Was it worth it, lad? Gilmore Girls year in the life. I wouldn't know, but even so, you should have kept those girls to yourself. Yes, we were watching Gilmore Girls, and yes, he is gay now. That was a plot twist. Does Gilmore Girls make you gay? Should I watch it and become double gay? Am I the hole for ghosting a guy for seeing a cockroach in his house? He told me he was such a clean guy, and then when I got to his, there was loads of clothes and trash everywhere and little critters. This is giving me Animal Crossing energy for some reason. I feel like ghosting is always a bit of a holy move, to be honest. You could have just sent a little text to be like, look, it was nice getting to know you and your cockroaches. If I'm not being funny, sometimes people get depression, and there's lots of reasons why they might be a bit messier than usual, but it's in your right to decide who you want to see and not see. It's just sometimes nice to send a little message to be like, sorry, bye forever. Mild ghost hole is what I'll say. Am I the hole for staying with my ex-boyfriend even though I knew I was probably a lesbian? Ooh, interesting dynamic. I was dating this boy all throughout college, and while it started out good, the last 6 months I realized I had feelings for a girl and just wasn't interested in past the friendship. I get a lot of criticism on staying with him even though I was unsure, but it seemed easier than acknowledging my sexuality crisis. I have some guilt, but that was also an incredibly difficult time for me. No, you're not the hole. Sexuality's a weird thing. You don't wake up one day like, wow, suddenly gay now. I think during that time you were allowed to process your feelings for as long as you wanted. It's better to fully figure it out than dump them immediately and then regret it. I think the fair and honest thing would be to kind of have the conversation earlier and be like, I'm kind of finding Sheila a bit hot. hot and it's confusing me. And he could have been like, yeah, Mark at work is actually a hottie. And boom, polycule. No, I don't think you did a bad thing there. Am I the hole for cheating? I was working on a show and ended up cheating on my boyfriend of multiple years with a lighting tech. Oof. Oof. My boyfriend wasn't nearby for months and I felt so lonely and was missing him. I came clean to my boyfriend about what happened, and even though he's been accepting, I know it hurt him. I'm trying to work through it and not have him blame himself. I want us to work. It's my fault entirely, but I do also wish that he was able to give me the closest that I needed. Yeah, sorry, you were the hole in this scenario. Do you know what I think was missing here? Communication. While you were long distance, you could have been like, hey Barry, my throbbing needs are not being met. Jump on a Zoom in your fursuit or something. I think that would have been the fairer thing, because then you could have decided if you were going to take a little break and figure out your feelings before jumping on Mr. Lightbulb. Am I the hole for never using emojis when I talk to my girlfriend? She says it's rude. I'm an emoji person, and I feel like when people emoji me back, we're on that wavelength. Why not give one a go? A little man in a cowboy hat. A lizard. Have a little bit of whimsy. If not, throw some exclamation marks in there. No one wants to see a full stop at the end of a sentence. Not the hole, but I don't vibe with this. Am I the hole for breaking up with my boyfriend because he kept making fun of my Dan Howell tattoo? Sorry. I'm laughing because I'm wondering where the tattoo is. Basically, I have the courage tattooed on my arm. Oh, in Dan's handwriting. See, that's nice. I was worried it was going to be like his face on your ass, but I'm down with this. This is sweet. I'd been seeing the guy for around 2 months, and one day he asked about my tattoo. I told him it was a quote from Dan and Phil, and he got so quiet. He told me it was super weird that I had some man's handwriting on him. Brother, and I should be ashamed. And then I dumped him. Good, dump his ass. That's stupid. You should be allowed to have any tattoos you want. You are the opposite of a hole. You are filled with soil. Am I the hole for writing/drawing myself woohooing anime men characters while I'm in a relationship? Okay. Boyfriend found them and told me I'm basically cheating on him. Again, what is with this? No, that's fine. We all put ourselves in mental situationships with anime characters. Don't worry about it. Your boyfriend is being a silly Billy award on that one. Am I the hole for forcing the guy I live with to take an Uber to the hospital half blind after waterboarding? Stop it with these. These are not real submissions. This is me. He says he nearly died crossing the road because he couldn't see, but I think he's just being dramatic. Context, Dan had an eye emergency. I helped him out by squirting loads of saline solution into his eyes and sent him off on his way to the eye doctors. Albeit alone, but he was happy to go alone. I wasn't just like, I'm not coming. I was not allowed to go in the hospital. I've been to that hospital before. It has a drive going up to the entrance where you're met by a nurse. So it's both Dan and the Uber driver's fault for not realizing that and stopping at the other side of a motorway. Also, if he got hit by a car, he's right next to the hospital. It's fine. I think that's enough for today. I got so many submissions for this, so I'm going to make a part 2 next week. I'll leave my Tumblr asks open if you want to jump in with any more. I should just be a therapist. I love doing this. I'm excited to do more. So yeah, love Dr. Philly. We'll see you again next week. Thanks again to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. You can use my code PHIL for 55% off your first try. Just click the link below, scan the QR code, and you can even save the red pandas at the same time. Check out the infamous golden pig video here. The more people that watch it, the more likely is there'll be more shenanigans of this nature. Subscribe if you're new, ding my bell to make you happy. Don't start a secret frog business. Respect everyone in your polycule, and make sure you got a comfy bed at all times. Goodbye.